Hey, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vicki, and in today's video we're going to be going over setting up the October sinking funds. These are our electronic sinking funds that we hold in Capital One 360, and in previous videos you'll see that I check in week over week and show you how we're spending our money in these sinking funds. I am doing a visual representation of cash stuffing those sinking funds, so if you want to see that, stick around and you'll find another video coming up where we stuff our October sinking funds. With that, let's go ahead and set this up. All right, so for October, we are changing it up a little bit. We are adding some things. And I can't spell today. Sinking funds. So let's see, we are going to set this up. So where we used to live, they would ask us to contribute towards the elementary school, and it was like something ridiculous, like God, how much was it? Almost like $300 per kid, and they wanted you to contribute that. And it went to various things like the PTA and a science fund and a music teacher and I don't know. And so I was starting to put money aside, and I was putting $250 for next year. Well, then we moved, and in the district where we moved to, they don't require us to pay money out of pocket. So I'm really anal. I almost want to pull this out and redo it, but I'm not going to because the other side is the dashboard. So anyway, we don't need $250 in a school sinking fund anymore. And so with that, what I was thinking was dropping it down, because I'm sure there's fundraisers and stuff that I can pull, you know, and use that money for, which is fine. So that's what we're going to be doing moving forward. Start. This is the starting balance. What we're adding, what we take out, and then the balance at the end of the month. All right. Okay, so the first one is birthdays. And we fund that with 50. Although I think I want to up this to 100 some months. The next one is car maintenance, and car maintenance gets $100. Car DMV gets 40, and we're actually going to be paying, I need to put the start balances, I'll come back and do that after the video, but for now, we're adding 40. The next one is Christmas, and that gets $100. Next is date night. We have not pulled from this one. We need to pull from this one. This gets 25. Emergency fund, this one, it's fully funded. I'm not disclosing how much we're adding or subtracting to it, but I do put it because this is my budget, and I'll go back and put in the totals, but I'll put a washi over it. Next category is haircuts. Now, if you're new to budgeting, this isn't something that you probably do when you start out, but after a while and after you've paid down some debt, you know, it's kind of cool because these are things that are going to come out or that you're going to need to pay for, and it's good to have like little funds here and there. Another question I get asked is, are these separate savings accounts in Capital One 360? And the answer is yes. I have them all separated. If you have any questions as to what that looks like, I have a highlight on my Instagram. If you go to my profile and find the highlights, I think it's just called sinking funds. you can find it, and I actually share my screen, and you can see what my Capital One 360 looks like. It was like a couple of years ago, but it still gives you the idea. Kids' clothes, that gets 50, and then kids' miscellaneous gets 50. Medical gets 50. Although, so all these are electronic sinking funds, but kids miscellaneous I might pull out in cash because we are going to get raspados a lot. And if you don't know what a raspado is, it's like shaved ice. Although it is starting to get kind of cold, so we'll see. Pest control comes out quarterly, so I save every month $40. Property taxes. So I wanted to talk to you guys. I don't know if you caught my last video, but on my cash stuffing for September. But property taxes, we got, when we sold the house, we had the property taxes impounded into an escrow account. And so when we sold the house that we sold had an escrow account, and that got refunded to us. And then subsequently we paid off our house that we live in, and that too had an escrow account. So between the two, we got a big chunk, and I just immediately deposited this money into the property taxes. So technically it's fully funded. We'll have property taxes for next year, but my thoughts are, let's just put money aside and keep it fully funded, and almost like be 1 year ahead in property taxes, if that makes sense. So we're putting $500 aside towards property taxes. And yes, I know, but we live in the San Francisco Bay Area in California. It's very expensive here. The cool thing about property taxes in California, though, is they are capped at 1.5%, 2.5%. Someone in the comments let me know if it's 1.5, 2.5, but nonetheless, it's capped. And I know that in some states it's not capped, and sometimes it's 4% or 6%. And luckily, it can only go up that amount year over year. So it can't like be some crazy amount unless you sell your house. Okay, school. School used to be $250. I changed it to $100, and I relocated the money. So now sports used to have $10, and now it's getting $100 because we envision that we're going to put him in something soon. Summer, we save towards summer because my husband is a teacher, and I just like to have an extra little something. And then vacation, we're gonna have to start funding this, but right now I don't envision anything, so we're not putting any money there. Then I put home maintenance aside down here. I may just add it back up into, this is all alphabetical, but I used to have it all separated because we had the 3 properties, but now we only have 1. So, well, technically, I guess we have 2. We have the rental and our house. So we have our house. Should I skip a line? I guess it doesn't matter. House and the rental, which is the condo. And we are putting $250 to our house and $100 towards the condo. All right. Well, with that, I'll go ahead and fill these in, so the next time we check in with each other, you'll see where we ended up. But with that, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope this helps give you some kind of thoughts about doing some sinking funds, whether you do them electronically or in my next video you see me stuffing my envelopes. Either way, I hope this encourages you to start savings for some of these future funds. All right, with that, if you have any questions, let me know. And in the meantime, consider subscribing, giving us a like on this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.